It was green, right? Yeah, so now the game is almost complete, but as some of you have mentioned, we are still missing one major feature, which is sound, right? Green? Blink, yeah. So I will ask you to come onto stage and to say to everybody like, please press any button to start the game, and you will like do it like with animation. That will be the blink. That's a good idea. Yeah, we're not going to implement the blink. There is a reason they removed it from the standard. It's annoying, but thank you for that. I think I owe you 2 stickers already, so come after and get them. And you can also get some sweets. I really love those. And there is sound, and luckily I also found a little speaker in my backpack, and we are going to connect it with the Raspberry Pi. For this speaker, we are actually not going to do any code changes because I already did it ahead of time. I'm just going to show you real quick like what the code for this speaker integration looks like. So we are actually using a nice feature of Angular2 called dependency injection in order to implement the sound differently on the web and on the Raspberry Pi. So you can see we have this abstract class. Did you know that you can do abstract classes in JavaScript, actually TypeScript? So, go away. So we have this abstract class called synthService, which is a service that has 2 functions. One plays a tone. We can specify a frequency and it plays a tone with that frequency. And another one plays a sound. We give it a name of a file, MP3 file, and it plays that sound. And we actually have one user of this synth service, which is this game component. If we go down to the template, the controller, there is a lot of logic. It's open on GitHub, so you can check it out later. But the important thing is that we inject here this synth service, and then this controller uses this synth service, like here, to play the tones of the game. So the important thing is that this game controller, this game component, doesn't really care about the implementation. It just uses these Simon segments and Simon's core, and as we have seen, we can easily adapt them to display the code to play the game on the real hardware. And it uses this synth service, as you can see here, to play the sounds. And this is the interface, the abstract class of the synth service, and there are actually 2 implementations. One is web synth. So the web synth actually implements it using the web audio API. How many of you have played with the web audio? Not many, so go and play with it. It's fun to play with it, like play the guitar or something. And then it implements play tone and play sounds using web audio. Unfortunately, I could not find a good implementation of web audio for Node, so I had to come up with another solution. And here you can see the Linux synth service, which uses Linux command line to play the tones. So there are 2 implementations of this service: the web synth, which uses web audio, and Linux synth, which uses Linux command line for playing the sounds. And if we look into the code that bootstraps, that creates the application, we can see that in the browser code, we tell the dependency injection, hey, whenever somebody asks for a synth service, use the web synth service. And in the IoT version, when we create the app, we say whenever somebody asks for the synth service, please use the Linux synth service. So we actually take advantage of Angular dependency injection to inject different implementations of the same service depending on the environment which we are running at. If you are more interested in learning more about that, there is a good blog post by Pascal Precht from ThoughtProm, about dependency injection in Angular2, really recommended. And now, after all this blah blah talk, let's see it in action. So I'm going to connect the speaker, and hopefully I will we will hear some sound here. That wasn't planned. Okay, so the speaker is now connected. The code is already in, so we don't really have to wait for it to update. The game is waiting for us to play. Let me just take the camera a little backward so you can see it. And I'm going to play the game, hopefully with sound. So let's hold fingers to have some sound.